further education and skills sector is so broad, and the diversity of opportunities that trainees have to then go on to jobs in a whole range of different places. The bulk of the sector is further education colleges, but then there's also sixth forms, there's also adult education settings, there's a whole range of community placements, community settings, there's work in prisons and the criminal justice system, you can work in the NHS, you can work in a local authority, there's so many different jobs out there.
I really like working in the further education and skills sector because every day is different. You will walk through that door and today will not look like yesterday, nor will tomorrow look like yesterday. Every day is completely different. You don't know what situations are going to occur, you don't know what has kind of happened at the weekend. Yeah, every day is completely different to the next.
I enjoy working in the further education and skills sector because you are working with people who are often, a little bit older, so you can have more in-depth discussions, you can really get to know these students and you can make a positive impact in their lives where they may have previously not had such positive impacts.
What I love about training PGCE trainees is you get to see everybody's individual trajectory. So everyone comes here with a different story. They've had their own experience of education and they're looking to either give something back or do something different compared to the experience that they've had. And we get to see people really open up in different ways throughout that PGCE year. They might suddenly find they have a voice that they didn't have before, they have a presence they didn't have before, or that they can give a meaningful contribution to a group of their learners. Everybody's individual journey is of utter significance to them, but also significance to the placement and the place that they're in.
What I like about the PGCE Further Education course is it allows me to study the theory side within a healthy balance of also doing the practical side as well. So the balance is even.
So the theoretical side of the teaching theories that we learn are taught in such a way at the university whereby you're able to apply them to all of your assignments and all of your lessons really, really well. And the in-classroom demonstrations that they use on how these theories work and how you can use them, I found to be insanely effective. And again, they was taught that well. I remember the lectures as they were, and I can continue to use them nearly every day.
I think the course at Hallam really prepared me for being a teacher because of the element of 3 days a week on placement. I think you really start to develop the skills that you need, but also adapt to the environment that you're going to hopefully be in for the rest of your career.
So the staff that teach on the Post-16 Further Education course are really friendly and really helpful. They probably go above and beyond what they should to support me in my role as a student, but also I think it's that there's not just the academic side that they support with, they also support with the personal side as well if it's needed, which is nice.
The best thing about teaching for me personally is working with those learners that come in at the start of the year, that look at the floor every time you ask the class a question, that will avoid you no matter what just because they do not want, you can kind of see that the self-esteem is a little low and that they might have had the confidence not at school, or they might not be coming in from the GCSE grades that they want. And then you work with them, you develop them, you spend time with them and nurture them, and then you see them going off for the university applications and placements at the end of the 2 years, and there's not a better feeling seeing that student grow from what they've come to you as from secondary education to what they're leaving you as to go into HE. It's one of the best feelings to see a student come full circle and be absolutely smashing it in their areas.
You're not alone. The colleagues that you meet on the course that are also studying with you do get you through. That team building and those friendships that you create are vital in getting you through a further education PGCE. Everyone's going through similar demands, so sharing those stresses, sharing those experiences, sharing those good times, it makes it a pivotal experience. It's a shaping experience.
There isn't one thing that makes a great trainee. The diversity of the sector is what makes great individuals, and those people in their own way really shine. So I would say what I have to do to help that is to help those people shine, help them see their own unique gifts and strengths so that they can bring that to their work.